In the quest for perfect beauty, many celebrities have overdone plastic surgery to the point where their once iconic features have become nearly unrecognizable. From small tweaks gone wrong to complete facial transformations, these stories will make you ponder the cost of chasing perfection. Leave a comment with the number 1 and join us as we uncover 20 celebrities who have ruined their faces due to cosmetic surgery. Is it possible to turn back time without losing your true self? Courtney Cox's story of regret over cosmetic enhancements underscores the potential pitfalls of trying to preserve youth at any cost. Once celebrated for her fresh, natural beauty as Monica Geller on Friends, Courtney initially turned to subtle Botox and fillers to maintain a youthful appearance. However, as time passed, these treatments became more frequent and invasive as she sought to combat the natural aging process. Gradually, her facial features began to change, especially around her cheeks and forehead, leading to a less recognizable version of herself. Over time, she found that the more she tried to hold on to youth, the more she lost touch with her original look and her own sense of self. The result was a stiffer, almost unrecognizable face, with many fans commenting that her appearance appeared frozen. Cox has been open about her regrets regarding the extent of her cosmetic procedures, admitting that the fillers made her look so unnatural that she no longer recognized herself. Her features, once known for their natural expressiveness, became rigid, with exaggerated cheeks and tight skin, creating a doll-like effect. As she continued with more treatments, the changes became even more pronounced, making it clear that the pursuit of youthful perfection had come at the cost of her authentic appearance. This led to what Courtney described as a domino effect, where each procedure seemed to require another to maintain balance. Realizing the harm it had caused to her appearance, she ultimately decided to have her fillers dissolved in 2017, allowing her to return to a more natural look. Since then, Courtney has embraced the aging process, reflecting on how the pursuit of eternal youth can sometimes backfire. While she eventually found peace with her true self, the next celebrity on our list underwent transformations so extreme that their face became almost unrecognizable. The next case demonstrates how a single cosmetic mistake can result in a lifetime of regret. Priscilla Presley, once admired for her timeless beauty, underwent a shocking transformation that began with a tragic misstep in 2003. She entrusted an unlicensed doctor, Daniel Sano, to inject industrial-grade silicone into her face. The consequences were devastating. She developed painful lumps, muscle paralysis, and scarring, which left her face with a stiff, mask-like appearance and uneven texture, particularly around her lips and cheeks. What was meant to enhance her features instead led to permanent damage, profoundly altering her appearance. Despite undergoing corrective surgery in 2008 to address the damage caused by Sano's botched procedure, the effects were difficult to reverse. Her naturally high and defined cheekbones became overly filled and swollen, while her lips took on an unnaturally plump appearance. Facial expressions also became limited, as additional facelifts and Botox injections left her eyes and forehead with a frozen look. The skin on her face appeared overly stretched, resulting in a shiny, rigid appearance that robbed her of the softness and natural expressiveness she had once been known for. The transformation, which began with a desire for enhancement, ultimately left Priscilla with a face that no longer resembled the features she had so long been admired for. Priscilla's continued pursuit of youthfulness, fueled by her fear of facial scars after her 2019 cancer surgery, led her to undergo even more cosmetic procedures. Her obsession with perfection and the desire to erase every sign of aging ultimately resulted in a face so altered that even those closest to her struggled to recognize the woman she once was. This relentless pursuit of beauty, which began as a quest to retain her iconic looks, instead left her with a face that seemed disconnected from the natural features she was once celebrated for. Priscilla's story stands as a poignant reminder of how cosmetic surgery, when taken too far, can irrevocably change not just one's appearance, but one's sense of self. Yet as extreme as Priscilla's transformation was, the next celebrity's journey left even her family speechless, as she underwent a drastic change that shocked everyone. When cosmetic procedures go wrong, the consequences are not just skin deep, they can dramatically alter a person's life. Such was the case for Carol Bryan, whose life was forever changed by a botched cosmetic treatment. In 2009, at the age of 47, Carol Bryan, a woman from Florida, decided to use facial fillers to restore volume to her face. Unfortunately, a major mistake occurred when two different types of fillers, including silicone, were incorrectly injected into her forehead and cheeks. Within a few months, Carol's face began to swell uncontrollably, resulting in severe disfigurement. Her forehead swelled so much that it drooped over her eyes, causing significant vision problems. The fillers caused her facial skin to swell unevenly, leading to distortions that made her face nearly unrecognizable. The changes were so extreme that Carol had to use tape to lift her forehead just to see clearly. In her desperation, she underwent multiple corrective surgeries, but her condition only continued to deteriorate. After years of isolation, Carol decided to seek help from Dr. Reza Jarrahi and Dr. Bryan Boyd, who performed a grueling 17-hour surgery to remove and replace the damaged tissues on her forehead. While the surgery was life-saving, Carol lost all vision in one eye and endured years of physical and emotional recovery. Today, she is an outspoken advocate for safe cosmetic procedures, sharing her story to raise awareness about the risks associated with unregulated treatments. Jocelyn Wildenstein, often dubbed Catwoman by the media, stands as one of the most iconic examples of extreme facial transformation. Her cosmetic journey began in the 1990s, during her marriage to billionaire Alec Wildenstein. Allegedly, her husband's fascination with wild cats inspired Jocelyn to pursue a series of surgeries aimed at achieving a more feline-like look. Over the years, Jocelyn is reported to have spent millions of dollars on various procedures to enhance her cat-like features. Among the most striking aspects of her transformation are her eyes, which after multiple surgeries, including blepharoplasty, eyelid surgery, became slanted upward, contributing to the distinctive feline appearance that has kept her in the public eye for decades. In addition to the dramatic changes to her eyes, Jocelyn Wildenstein also underwent significant alterations to her cheekbones using implants and fillers, giving her a sharp, sculpted appearance that was a stark departure from her natural features. Despite the startling transformation, Jocelyn has consistently denied having excessive surgeries, even claiming that her feline-like appearance was simply a result of her Swiss heritage. Now 84 years old, she remains a well-known socialite, recognized as much for her extreme cosmetic procedures as for her once glamorous lifestyle. While her pursuit of a cat-like beauty was undoubtedly extreme, the next chapter of her story involves an even more shocking disfigurement caused by a truly disastrous event. Rajee Narinesingh's story is one of the most horrifying examples of the dangers of botched cosmetic procedures. In 2005, seeking affordable facial enhancements, Rajee turned to a fraudulent doctor who injected her face with a toxic mixture of cement, tire sealant, and mineral oil. This dangerous substance hardened beneath her skin, causing lumps and severe disfigurement. Instead of the fuller, more balanced cheeks she had hoped for, her face became misshapen and bumpy, resulting in a devastating transformation. The harm done to Rajee was irreversible, leaving her with physical and emotional scars that would take years to heal. Rajee avoided public appearances for years, feeling ashamed of her altered appearance. It wasn't until she appeared on the show Botched that doctors performed corrective surgeries for her. Despite undergoing multiple procedures, the doctors deemed it too risky to completely remove the harmful substances, leaving some visible nodules. Nevertheless, Rajee's face regained some of its natural contours, particularly around her cheeks and jawline. Today, she embraces her unique journey and shares her story to raise awareness about the dangers of black market cosmetic procedures. Rajee's story is one of recovery and resilience, but the next celebrities pursued cosmetic surgery in ways that defied all expectations. The faces of the next famous twins on this list became as well known as their television careers, but not for the reasons they might have hoped. Igor and Grichka Bogdanoff, French twin brothers who rose to fame in the 1970s for their science fiction television shows, left the world bewildered by their extreme facial transformations. Initially known for their chiseled jaws, high cheekbones, and striking features, their appearances changed significantly starting in the late 1990s when they began their journey with cosmetic procedures. However, they consistently denied any surgical interventions, instead claiming that their transformation was the result of technological experiments. One of the most notable aspects of their transformation was their extremely elevated cheekbones, which appeared unnaturally plump and pronounced. By the 2000s, this exaggerated feature, combined with elongated chins and fuller lips, gave their faces a stretched appearance that many described as almost alien-like. By 2009, the facial features of the brothers had become so pronounced that their appearances at public events, such as the Cannes Film Festival, sparked global discussions about the extent of their transformations. Their once symmetrical and sharp features had morphed into something almost surreal. Fans and critics alike referred to their look as alien-like, a label the brothers embraced with humor. While their transformation left many stunned, the next celebrity on our list took facial enhancements to an entirely new level. How far can one go to redefine beauty through cosmetic enhancements? Anastasia Pokreshchuk, a Ukrainian model and influencer, is known as the woman with the world's largest cheeks. Beginning her cosmetic journey in her 20s, she gradually transitioned from subtle changes to a strikingly bold appearance. Anastasia's cheeks, her most defining feature, have been filled to such an extreme that they stand out prominently, creating sharp, almost angular contours that starkly contrast with her youthful pre-surgery look. The exaggerated size of her cheeks gives her facial structure a sculpted, unconventional, and daring aesthetic. Beyond her cheeks, Anastasia's lips have also become significantly fuller, contributing to her overall striking transformation. She has additionally used fillers on her chin and jawline to balance her dramatically enhanced cheeks. While some critics have argued that her appearance looks unnatural, Anastasia has expressed satisfaction with her look, stating that these procedures have greatly boosted her confidence. She even shared that before the surgeries, she felt like a gray mouse, but now she feels unique and more glamorous. The next celebrity illustrates how even necessary surgeries can lead to unexpected and life-altering outcomes. Mickey Rourke, once celebrated for his rugged and charismatic appearance in the 1980s with iconic roles in 9½ Weeks and Angel Heart, was known for his chiseled cheekbones and strong jawline. However, after suffering multiple serious facial injuries during his boxing career, Rourke underwent a series of surgeries to repair the damage, including 5 procedures on his nose and reconstructive surgeries on his fractured cheekbones. Unfortunately, these surgeries changed the structure of his face in ways that were unintended. His once sharp and angular features became softer and puffier, with his cheekbones, in particular, appearing unnaturally fuller and altered. Rourke's use of Botox and fillers further contributed to his altered appearance, giving his face a stiff, unnaturally smooth and tight look, especially around his forehead and lips. Public reactions to his transformation were divided. While some showed sympathy, understanding that the surgeries were medically necessary, others criticized him for taking cosmetic procedures too far. In recent years, Rourke has been candid about his regrets, admitting that he chose the wrong surgeon to repair the damage. Despite these challenges, Rourke has continued his acting career, with his powerful performance in The Wrestler earning critical acclaim, proving that his talent remains intact even amid the dramatic changes to his physical appearance. Sharon Osbourne, who's always been upfront about her cosmetic surgeries, has been candid about her procedures, stating, "I've had my boobs done twice, a facelift, and a neck lift, but I've never touched my eyes or lips. I don't like those plump lips." However, it was her 2021 facelift that left an unexpected mark, and not for the reasons she might have hoped. Sharon's experience with her 2021 facelift serves as a stark reminder that even routine cosmetic surgeries can have unexpected and undesirable results. The facial asymmetry and discomfort she endured prompted her to speak out about the potential risks and pitfalls of excessive cosmetic enhancements. Despite her regret, Sharon has remained open about her journey, using it to raise awareness about the importance of making informed decisions when it comes to altering one's appearance. Despite her years of experimenting with different cosmetic treatments, Sharon Osbourne has finally decided to stop altering her appearance, expressing that she is finished with changing how I look. While Sharon's journey has been marked by challenges and regret, the next celebrity on our list took the pursuit of perfection to an extreme level, with results that left many stunned. When you alter your face too many times, at what point do you stop recognizing yourself? Katie Price's journey might hold the answer to that question. Once celebrated for her natural beauty during her early modeling career, Katie has undergone a multitude of cosmetic procedures, completely transforming her face compared to her earlier, more familiar look. Her most recent surgeries include her 6th facelift, which left her face with an unnaturally tight appearance. The overly done brow lift gave her a permanent, almost cartoonish expression reminiscent of Spock, a look she has admitted she plans to correct in future procedures. Additionally, her cheeks have become much fuller, likely from fillers, creating a more artificial, less natural look compared to the soft features she once had. In addition to her facelifts, Katie Price has had lip injections, resulting in lips that are noticeably plumper, sometimes appearing overly full. Her nose has also been altered through multiple rhinoplasty surgeries, becoming increasingly refined and sharper with each procedure. Despite mixed reactions from the public, Katie remains unapologetic, often comparing her cosmetic procedures to fixing a car and expressing a desire to continue until she achieves her version of perfection. While Katie's transformations have been widely documented, the next celebrity's appearance changes remain more enigmatic. You wouldn't believe how much a comedian's face has changed. Scott Thompson, better known by his stage name Carrot Top, has been the subject of plastic surgery rumors for more than a decade. The comedian, known for his fiery red hair and eccentric style, has repeatedly denied having had any cosmetic procedures. However, the change in his facial structure has sparked speculation. Fans and experts have pointed to a number of possible changes. Carrot Top's eyebrows are now more arched and defined than they were in the early years of his career, leading to rumors of a brow lift. His once angular face now appears fuller, which some have speculated could be the result of cheek implants or facial fillers. Additionally, his skin has gone from uneven to noticeably smooth, which many believe is the result of Botox or chemical peels. Despite all the speculation, Carrot Top maintains that his dramatic transformation is due solely to his rigorous workout regimen and healthy lifestyle. He even jokingly said that if he had plastic surgery, he would look even better. The debate over his appearance continues, but one thing is clear: Carrot Top's transformation remains a hot topic in Hollywood. Carrot Top's transformation certainly raised many questions, but the next celebrity took the obsession with plastic surgery to an incredible extreme. Pete Burns' transformation was not limited to just his nose. Over the years, he underwent multiple lip augmentations and facial surgeries, leading to a look that became increasingly unrecognizable. His lips, once naturally full, became significantly plumper, and his face took on a drastically altered appearance, with exaggerated contours and a tight, stretched look. His obsession with perfection and altering his face eventually led to both physical and emotional consequences, including a public outcry and self-reflection about the extent of his changes. Pete admitted that his pursuit of a perfect appearance came at a significant cost, including the loss of his sense of identity. His story serves as a cautionary tale of how plastic surgery can sometimes spiral into an unhealthy obsession. Pete Burns' transformation is one of the most extreme in celebrity culture, illustrating the dangers of obsessively altering one's appearance. His surgeries, particularly the multiple nose jobs and cheekbone implants, drastically reshaped his face, giving it a sharp, angular look. However, complications from procedures like lip injections, which caused extreme swelling and pain, further altered his once distinctive features. Despite the painful consequences, Pete continued to undergo surgery, with over 300 procedures altering his face beyond recognition. His story serves as a stark reminder of the risks involved in extreme cosmetic enhancements. But the next celebrity's pursuit of eternal youth took things to a whole new level. From supermodel to surgery addict, Janice Dickinson's pursuit of eternal youth has changed her face and her life in ways she could not have foreseen. Janice Dickinson, once hailed as the world's first supermodel, has dramatically altered her appearance over the years with a series of cosmetic surgeries. Starting in her early 30s, she began with breast augmentation, then continued with a series of facial surgeries. By the time she reached the peak of her career as a reality TV judge, Janice had undergone multiple facelifts, liposuction, and Botox treatments, all of which altered her facial structure. Her facelifts tightened her skin, making it appear smooth but at the cost of her natural contours. The effects of these procedures left her facial features looking overly lifted, and somewhat unnatural dot cheek implants gave her a sharp and prominent appearance, but when combined with Botox and fillers, her facial expressions became increasingly rigid. Her lips, enhanced with fillers, also contributed to her exaggerated look, with an overly plump appearance that often drew significant public attention. Despite her dramatic changes, Janice was unapologetic about her choices, even appearing on the show Botched to address a botched breast surgery from 30 years earlier. While her surgeries kept her in the public eye, they also led to severe financial strain, ultimately contributing to her declaring bankruptcy in 2013 due to unpaid cosmetic surgery bills. Janice embraced her surgical journey. But the next celebrity's transformation was so drastic that even their own family couldn't recognize them. When even your own son comments on your new look, you know something has gone wrong. Simon Cowell, the music mogul and renowned TV personality, has been as candid about his cosmetic surgery journey as he has been on talent shows. Starting with Botox injections to fight the signs of aging, Simon eventually ventured into more invasive cosmetic procedures. The most significant changes came from a series of facelifts, each aimed at turning back the clock, but instead left his skin overly tightened. This overcorrection caused his facial features to appear stretched, particularly around the mid-face, where his cheeks seemed lifted too high, giving him a perpetually surprised look. Simon's once sharp and defined jawline became softer and less distinct, blurring the masculine contours that had previously shaped his face. His eyes also bore the effects of rejuvenation surgeries. Eyelid procedures aimed at removing sagging skin left his lids looking overly tight, giving him a perpetually wide-eyed appearance. Simon admitted that he felt like a character out of a horror movie, a sentiment even his young son, Eric, echoed with concern about his new look. Recognizing the impact of these changes, Simon has expressed regret in interviews, acknowledging that he may have gone too far. Imagine undergoing so many surgeries that even your own reflection feels unfamiliar. Joan Rivers, the legendary comedian and television host, was famous not only for her sharp wit, but also for her passion for plastic surgery. Throughout her life, Joan underwent a staggering number of cosmetic procedures, something she openly admitted with both pride and humor. Her first surgery, an eyelid lift at the age of 32, marked the beginning of a long journey of physical transformations, including multiple facelifts, Botox injections, nose jobs, and liposuction. Joan's face, once youthful and naturally expressive, gradually became stiffer and more polished. Her rounded features grew tighter and more angular, particularly after multiple facelifts and brow lifts, which left her forehead smooth but almost immobile. Frequent use of Botox and fillers further contributed to this stiffness, erasing all signs of aging but also limiting facial expressions. Her nose also became smaller and more symmetrical after several rhinoplasty procedures, altering the overall balance of her face. The combination of these procedures resulted in an appearance some described as doll-like, while others felt it had been excessively altered. Despite public commentary, Joan openly embraced her surgeries, famously joking that she was the poster girl for plastic surgery. Can you imagine changing yourself to the point where you're unrecognizable? Amanda Lepore has undergone numerous plastic surgeries over the years, becoming a prominent figure in the New York fashion and nightlife scene. Her beauty journey began in her teenage years, with her first nose job at age 15 and gender reassignment surgery at 17. Over the years, Amanda has had numerous procedures, including lip fillers, multiple nose jobs, cheek implants, and a brow lift. Amanda's appearance is inspired by classic pin-up icons, with defining features such as full lips and heart-shaped cheekbones. To achieve her tiny waist, she even had her lower ribs removed, a controversial and painful procedure. Her eyelid surgery further enhances her signature wide-eyed look, along with the use of Botox and fillers to maintain smooth, youthful skin. Despite facing criticism for her appearance, which is considered exaggerated, Amanda is proud of her transformation, famously stating that she has the most expensive body in the world and is completely satisfied with the results. While Amanda has embraced her transformation, the next celebrity to remain silent about what they have undergone. The relentless pursuit of youthfulness took a Hollywood star down an unexpected path, resulting in changes that are impossible to ignore. Lara Flynn Boyle, once celebrated for her roles in Twin Peaks and The Practice, is now just as well known for her changing appearance as she is for her acting talent. Her transformation began in her 30s, as the pressures of aging in Hollywood led her to turn to cosmetic procedures. Over the years, She underwent numerous treatments, including rhinoplasty, lip injections, Botox, and possibly brow lifts and facelifts. Her naturally sharp features gradually transformed and became swollen. The most noticeable changes occurred around her lips and eyes. Once natural, her lips now appear overly plumped and taut, giving them a swollen appearance. Botox and fillers contributed to overly tight and smooth skin, particularly on her forehead and cheeks, making her face appear stiff and lacking in expression. Her cheeks became increasingly plump over time, possibly due to excessive use of fillers, causing a noticeable change in the symmetry of her face. Despite these obvious physical changes, Lara has remained mostly silent about her cosmetic procedures, leaving the public and experts to speculate on the extent of her interventions. She continues to be a figure of intrigue and recently returned to the screen in films like Death in Texas. Lara's transformation has left fans questioning what happened, but the next celebrity's surgery journey was driven by deeply personal reasons. First up is the iconic Donatella Versace. It is often said that beauty is power, but for this fashion legend, the pursuit of it came at an unexpected price. When Donatella first appeared in the public eye in the late 1990s, following the tragic death of her brother Gianni Versace, she personified classic Italian beauty. However, by the early 2000s, her appearance began to change dramatically, catching the attention of the entire fashion world. One of the first noticeable changes was her nose. Donatella's nose, which used to have a naturally wide shape, became much slimmer and more refined, leading many to speculate that she had undergone rhinoplasty. Her face, which once had a natural glow, also started showing signs of extensive cosmetic work. Experts suggest that she may have had multiple facelifts to combat the effects of aging, but the outcome left her skin so tight and smooth that it almost looked artificial. Donatella's lips also drew significant attention as they became notably fuller, which many believe is a result of lip augmentation. Additionally, the sharpness of her cheekbones hints at the possible use of fillers or even cheek implants, giving her face a more sculpted appearance that contrasts sharply with her previous look. Her eyes, once vibrant and full of expression, also underwent noticeable changes, likely through blepharoplasty, to address drooping eyelids and under-eye bags. Together, these alterations have made Donatella's appearance one of the most talked about in Hollywood. Lil Kim's transformation has had more twists than anyone could have anticipated. Her journey with plastic surgery reportedly began as a result of domestic abuse, which left her with a broken nose, requiring multiple reconstructive surgeries. Unfortunately, this was only the beginning of her changing appearance. After the initial rhinoplasty, her nose became progressively smaller, with a slim and refined shape that was almost unrecognizable compared to her early years. Her cheeks also saw significant changes through the use of fillers, giving her a fuller and sharper look that contrasted starkly with her once natural features. Excessive use of Botox gave her skin a smooth and taut appearance, erasing most signs of aging but also limiting her facial expressions. Another major point of controversy was Lil Kim's skin tone. Over the years, her complexion became noticeably lighter, leading many to believe she underwent skin bleaching treatments, though Lil Kim has denied these claims. Her lips also became fuller, likely due to lip augmentation procedures, giving her an exaggerated look. All these changes have made Lil Kim almost unrecognizable compared to her early days in the music industry. A single surgery can change your appearance, but what if you underwent a staggering number of procedures in a very short period of time? Heidi Montag, the reality TV star best known for her role on The Hills, made headlines in 2010 when she underwent an astonishing 10 cosmetic surgeries in a single day. This dramatic transformation completely altered her appearance, sparking both fascination and controversy among the public. Initially recognized for her youthful and natural beauty, Heidi's face became entirely different after the surgeries. Among the most notable changes were cheek implants, which gave her a fuller and sharper look, significantly altering the natural softness of her original features. In addition, a chin reduction procedure aimed at balancing her facial structure resulted in a more angular jawline. Her second rhinoplasty refined the bridge and tip of her nose, making it appear slimmer and more pronounced than before. A brow lift tightened and raised her forehead, giving her a permanently wide-eyed appearance. Lip injections further altered her look, creating fuller lips that many considered overly exaggerated. These consecutive surgeries completely transformed Heidi's face, leading to mixed reactions from the public. Some praised her for her confidence and bold choices, while others criticized the extreme measures she took in her pursuit of perfection. Heidi's one-day transformation was undeniably shocking, but the next celebrity altered their body in ways that defied conventional beauty standards. As we conclude the journey of 20 celebrities who ruined their faces due to cosmetic surgery, we realize that chasing perfection can lead to irreversible consequences. These stories serve as a cautionary tale about the risks of overdoing it. Thank you for following along, and we hope we can all learn the value of embracing and loving our natural beauty.